Come join me for a tea talk. Hello Cosmic Souls, this is Zemira Rowan. Welcome back to my channel and happy January 11th 111 portal. Woo! Some of you may also know that it's my birthday! Yay! Though I probably won't be able to get this video out for another week. It's been a while since I've done a tea talk. Today I will be talking a little bit about how I've been feeling about my current situation in a positive light and some of my channel changes to clear up a couple of things. So if you'd like to join me, go grab yourself a cup of tea, coffee, hot chocolate, smoothie or whatever takes your fancy, maybe some snacks too, and come chill with me. Today I'm here with some nice rose tea. I've also got this charcuterie board for one. That's right, all of this is just for me. I've got apple slices, raspberries, blueberries, grapes, a myriad of nuts and raisins, some vegan cheese, and of course my 111 heartbeat bread. If you want to know how to make one of these, I do have a video for that, so I'll put a link in the description box below and maybe a card somewhere up here. I thought it'd be nice to just try this bread out with different flavours so I can get a taste for which are my favourites and what I might have in the future on a regular basis as just an after ritual grounding snack. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you're all drinking and eating in the comment section below. I would love to know. Hopefully you've all got something scrumptious too. So in the past month, there have been many setbacks, challenges, just even in the whole channel sphere for me. I'd planned on filming this and that. One by one they fell through, and there's something that I did film and then edited. I really liked the footage but ended up hating the music. I spent days trying to salvage it, but I ended up not being happy with a few different things, and long story short, I decided it was better to abandon it and that I would do better to just completely start again from scratch. Some things you just can't save, or you can somewhat save them, but you realise that maybe this time it's not quite worth saving, that you just need to let it go, let it be a lesson and a stepping stone to something greater that's coming in your future. Let it go, let it go. You know, if it's time, close that door so that you can open a new one. Sometimes in life that is a bit tough, especially in your personal life, but we all deserve more love, more happiness, more alignment, more clarity and soul authenticity. So allow yourself to move towards your soul truth. Don't keep running on that endless treadmill. I was doing that for such a long time. Just slow down, listen to some music, air conditioner, whatever. Breathe and listen to your heart. So yeah, for me, giving up on a piece of footage that I loved was a bit of a change for me, especially since the setup, though looked simple, took a long time to set up. In the cold, frozen fingers, lighting, and that's all of course after makeup, getting into costume, rehearsing, and then the filming and all the editing. That was hard for me to let go, harder than a bunch of vlogs I never posted last year. I was also working on a different project the whole of November, ready to be up for December, but there were things I had overlooked or not looked into deeply enough, but I ended up learning lessons from those too, as you do. For that, I had to understand a bit more about law and what exactly is permitted, because sometimes, on the smaller things and sometimes even on bigger things, law can be a bit grey, unclear or hard to understand when you're not so familiar with everything. So yeah, there was initial disappointment, as you can gather, but I learned a lot. So just remember, when things aren't going well, there's pretty much always a lesson in there somewhere, and probably a whole bunch of knowledge you're going to gain that is going to be that stepping stone for your future success in whatever you're trying to achieve. Even if it's just something small, how to make a sandwich, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter what. Those lessons are something to be celebrated. That happened and I learned from it. Yay! That happened. That's not what I want, but now I sure know what I do want. So close that door and move on. And that's why, after a string of vlogs that never came to full existence last year, I am back here talking, creating, just living life, breathing. I don't know if any of you are going through a similar situation to me. I know that the past couple of years we've all seen many challenges, and although we have very different lives, I think some of you will relate when I say I kind of feel like I'm in a kind of limbo at the moment. Spiritually, things are obviously moving and I trust in the divine, but in another sense, there is physically a sort of limbo in my life where I can't really make a choice and move forward with certain things until a couple of specific things are resolved. For instance, some of you that have been following me before the pandemic may know that I was in China and had to come back here to the UK because of the pandemic. When I came back, I initially thought it would be just for a couple of months. So pretty much all of my belongings were left in China. So any things, life situations that need to be sorted, they are kind of on a halt. Of course, in the meantime, I've been living my life here, going with the flow, and things start to shift in you, ideas arise, perceptions change, and you kind of end up with more questions sometimes. You know, should I do this? Should I do that? If I choose this, will it affect those situations I have on halt? And sometimes it's the right time to make a decision, to plunge into the unknown, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's time to just kind of rest in the limbo. Wow, I'm suddenly getting flashes of the eclipse we had back in December, kind of just resting in that gestation period, which in some areas of my life feels like quite a long gestation period, but that's okay. Just remind yourselves that everything's always working out for me. I trust in the divine because, you know, Source has my back. On a similar topic, I have a few friends who have mentioned to me they've been a bit down because they've lost their jobs and are back at home and feeling that they are just back where they started. If you're in a similar situation, I'd just like to remind you that you are never back where you started, because no matter what you've gone through, no matter what's happened, you've hopefully learned something from it. You've definitely been shaped by it. You will have grown because of it, and you are not the same person as you were when you were originally in that place. Sometimes it is hard to see those lessons, especially when the situation is still fresh in your memory. However, just try your best to rest in the chaos. Be the eye at the center of the storm, because life is a constant ebb and flow, and this too shall come to pass, and you will be a stronger and better you. We are always growing. Life is expansive. Things aren't happening to you, but from you, and there's always a lesson for you. So let's continue to travel towards the light and turn our so-called tragedies and maladies into blessings. Anyway, I think that's enough of that kind of talk. Have you all seen my new lights? I'm not sure you can see them that well on the camera. I got these new rose lights recently because I like pink. These are just so cute, and I'm pretty much in pink every year for my birthday and the 111 portal, so I just had to have these. I think they'll be really nice for my Beltane celebrations too. What do you think? Also, I'm loving this new pink hat I made last year. It's the first time I've actually worn it on camera, and I just love it so much. I think it's actually the third baby pink conical hat I've made. I could be wrong, it could be more than that, but it's definitely the third I've used for filming. I do have a couple of peachy pink ones which don't count. I just love making these. Okay, so I think I should address what happened to my channel. I have noticed some comments on different videos asking me, though I think most of you do know. So I recently changed my channel name from Bunny Low Music to Zemira Rowan. The name change has actually been a long time coming. I originally was going to change it in December 2020 and even partially created a vlog for it last January. That's right, a whole year ago, which was part of one of the vlogs that never came to be on my channel. At the time, there was still a lot I was going through, and the Talk vlog format just wasn't for me at the time. I'd begin, and then partway through I would realise that this wasn't in alignment for me, and I felt like I needed to just take more time to focus on me and what was going on internally. As for my channel, I found that many of you over time figured out what was going on. However, recently I did notice I was still getting a few comments and questions about my content and some of the disappearing content. So recently I did in fact take down quite a few videos from my channel, and I will be continuing to take down more over the course of this year. So let me explain. For those of you who have followed me for perhaps more than a couple of years or so, will know that my channel didn't used to be the way it is now. Originally, my channel was a mixed bag of goodies. I did songs, dance, vlogs, Chinese TV shows, hosting, interviewing, lip syncing, go-karting, parkour, and possibly a few other things. It was a bit of a crazy cauldron full of everything and anything that I enjoyed. When I started this particular channel, I did consider long and hard about creating multiple channels, but decided against it. I thought, I'm Bunny Low, this is going to be my channel, and it's going to be me and what I'm about. Of course, I did get a few comments at the start of my channel, things like, this is the most random channel ever, but I didn't find that discouraging. For me, these different aspects of my life, they weren't random, they felt very natural to me. Granted, my upbringing itself has also been very eclectic. I am of mixed Chinese and English descent. I grew up with a permanent all-year ancestral altar in the home, baghuas on our front doors. When I was little, I remember seeing the postman through the little window of our front door, looking through the central mirror, just like adjusting his hair. And I found that kind of funny because, you know, mate, that's for warding off evil spirits. Also, when I started this channel, it wasn't like it was the focus of my life. I just wanted to share some of my life and things I was enjoying. And back when I started this specific channel, it was quite hard for me to even post on here. I was in China where YouTube is banned and blocked. I had to use a VPN and uploads seemed to take forever. And being in China, I did have my life and my own channels with content on over there. Anyway, fast forward a few years, I did begin to feel that putting different types of content on a singular channel were indeed becoming an issue for me, especially in terms of growth. It became increasingly limiting for me to just have the one channel. Even something simple like the channel banner was a bit of a struggle because I obviously wanted it to represent what my channel was about, and yet my channel really did increasingly seem to be about so many different things. So about a year ago, I did make the split into a few different channels. For those of you who originally subscribed to this channel, perhaps for my pop music, I do now have a new channel called Bunny Low, where I have been posting my new covers. So I am very sorry for not explaining and talking about that sooner. I know it's been confusing for some of you. I just haven't been in a talky on camera mood for quite a while. Hopefully there will be a little shift in that from now on. I want to say here a really big thank you to everyone who's been supporting me and my channel over the years. I did reply to some of your comments and questions linking to the new channel, and I know that some of you just found me on your own, so thank you to you all. I will be continuing to make a few changes on here. If you didn't subscribe for pagan or spiritual content, you might like to check out some of my new channels, for which there are in fact links on the homepage of this channel, and I will also pop some links in this video's description box below if anyone wants to have a browse. I think I've been talking for quite a while today. I don't want this to be a huge long video, so I think I'll leave you on that note. I hope you have enjoyed tea with me. Remember to let me know what you've all been eating and drinking. I hope it's something special or calming. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
The moon, she dances like the waves on the shore, making circles like the waves on the shore.